this one started.
And off we go from Seattle.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready, set. Ready. Lights.
First carry here for Ken Walker. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Bronco 80.
2nd and 1.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And out across midfield down to the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got this down to the 35. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
The sack on 1st down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
60, here we go. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Toss left side for Walker.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw here. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert.
And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now he's free at the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 66 yards. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Seahawks, nothing.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback, 71 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we are tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown. Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 65 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
On the set. Let's go.
Now back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And complete to Smith-Njigba.
They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what?
Touchdown, Detroit!
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Lions 21, Seahawks 7.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Ready up. Back. Viking 18.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Walker with a grab, left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
22 more yards there and another first down.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot. A lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Come on, come on. Set. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready, ready. 70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jackson Smith-Njigba in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? They call it a dive. A dive, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
And we saw that advantage right there.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw is gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down inside the 15 he goes.
A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a 1st down.
This is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
We'll get that to Charbonnet. And the Seahawks are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Walker trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this time he is in. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Seahawks are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone where they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 193 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 50 yards. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
The kicker on for the point after.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And now the middle across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready? Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And Walker with it over the middle. He's got room to roam. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them lead up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now it's gone. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Gibbs has it. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. It is caught. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up and giving him credit?
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Living on the edge and finding out it's kind of